Hi guys, I'm back to share a little journal that I've completed. Now, it's an old encyclopedia from 1935 and I have left the cover exactly as is because I just think it looks so nice like that. It's got some embossing up here. It says, I don't know if you can see it, The Modern World Encyclopedia, and a little emblem there. That's the spine. It's got 4 signatures. Now there is some, you'll see a little bit of wear and tear along here and some scuffing on the corners, a little bit up along here. I think that just adds to the charm. I mean, it's quite old, so I was going to do a hollow back spine, but it's quite old and fragile, so I didn't think it would hold up as well. So I have done a hidden spine, so you can't see the stitching on the outside, but I've reinforced it with a couple of layers. So the cover is a little stiff, but I've done that just because it was so fragile. And I've sealed it along here as well, so it shouldn't show any more cracking. I just think they're so gorgeous. I've got a whole set of these. I think there was 9 in the set, and I'll eventually turn them all into journals. Anyway, this is a page out of this original encyclopedia. So it's volume 1, A to BED, which is what was on the spine. 1935. This is the original paper on the inside, front and back. I've just popped an envelope here, which I've tied closed with some coffee dyed string. And in that I've just this is some beautiful map out of some German encyclopedias I've got that is also from the 30s. I think this one was 1931. So I've just put a piece of the map there and a little bit along this envelope because it had a little bit of a sticky, you know, the envelopes you peel and it's got a bit of a sticky section there to hold it down. And in that I've put an old envelope. This is an original. You know, I don't do digitals or photocopies or anything. It didn't have the original letter in it though, but the envelope's the original. And it was to somewhere in England. I cannot read the dates though. I just cannot read it. I think it says 71, but I can't be sure. I've got a whole bunch of old letters and envelopes that I have been hoarding for the longest time, so I'm finally going to start using them and popping them in journals. Anyway, in there I've just put a dyed index card, so you can write whatever on it. Envelope within an envelope. Oops. I'm too far away. I cannot see what I'm doing. I'm sitting down. Usually I film standing up so I can see the camera. Anyway, so this is just a little bit of string that holds that flap closed so the contents don't fall out. Now, I didn't put a closure on the actual journal because it sits quite nice. Doesn't have a great big open alligator mouth. And it sits quite nicely, so I haven't put a closure on it. But if you wanted, you could tie some sari silk or something around it. Okay, get on with it. Oh, this is just some masking tape, stamped masking tape that I've just put on there to reinforce this page. It's thick but fragile. Okay, so this is no theme. It's just vintagey, little grungy, not quite grungy, I don't know. This is some floral fabric ruffle I've sewn straight onto the page. Pockets. I think I did a video on these pockets. I'll put the link to that in the comments box below. So I also have I'm an old paper and book hoarder. I also have a whole bunch of old original ephemera, just weird stuff like this. This is a New South Wales birth certificate application. I don't think it's that old. I can't even read it. It does have a date there. It's yeah, I can't read the date. It's down there, but I'm too blind. I thought that was cute. Had some scribble up here, so I just put a bit of book page. I like putting little odds and pods like that in journals. Here I've just got a stamped index card that's been coffee dyed. The mushroom. You know me, I've got to put something with a mushroom in there. It's coffee dyed music paper. It's out of some little, I don't know what sort of book was it. It says events and places visited. Some sort of little diary. Coffee dyed paper. Stamping. This is this is like from an old, I think it was from one of my daughter's old school books when she was young. So like, you know, when they're in first or second grade and they're learning to write and the lines are really wide. They're really cool. This is dyed paper, coffee dyed with blue staining. It's nice and thin and crinkly, and just a little blue scrap fabric cluster thingy. I don't know what you call it. I made, oh my gosh, I made so many of these trying to use up scraps. It's a page out of an old bird book. The pages in this book, they're huge. The book is massive. You may have seen it ages ago on my channel. Let's put one of the little pictures in the middle. These papers turned out really nice. They're coffee dyed papers, and I've got some old blue office ink from when I used to work, when I had a real job. And yeah, it just looks really nice with the coffee staining. Just some scrap papers collaged down just to break up the white. It's a little piece out of an encyclopedia. Little mushroom tag that I had made ages ago, and it fit perfectly in that spot. I've put lots of stitching in this journal, and I've left all of the threads hanging loose and wild and free. If that bugs you, you can chop it off if you like, but I like the look of it. This is an old encyclopedia as well. Actually, this might have been from this encyclopedia. I'm not sure, because I've got quite a few. It just had a picture, a medical kind of diagram there, so I've just stuck a bit of paper over it, and you can write over it. This is coffee dyed paper. This was some sort of school assignment paper. Old stamp catalogue. These pages are quite thin and fragile as well. I've got a few old stamp catalogues. They're really beautiful. Some writing paper. This is old typing paper. It feels really rough and nice. Stitching. Oh, this is I don't know if you can see. Let me stand up. I need to show you this writing. I don't know if you can see it, but the font is really beautiful. I think it's, I'm not sure, but I think it may be a Greek Bible or something like that. I'm not sure, to be honest, but it's really beautiful. The pages are really thin and just the font is so beautiful. Looks like Elvish. This is a little piece I got in a Happy Mail from someone. I can't remember who, sorry, but I've got a few of them and I never knew what to do with it. So I've just used it as a little pocket and I've popped in, this is just some little paper scraps from, you know, trimming the pages. I popped an eyelet, bit of string. This one had some little hearts on it and it fit perfectly in there. Hymnal music paper. That's not that old. I think it's from 1970. Brown paper bag. This is just a little notepad that I've got that's quite cute. It says, a good friend like an old quilt is both a treasure and a comfort. And in that I've just put some handmade ephemera, just collaged, postage stamp. Just some tags with some extra writing space. This is this is a page out of my junk paper roll. I'll put the link to that video down below, but yeah, I've started using them. I just love them. I think they turned out so cool. This is the other side of the paper bag. I've just collaged the front to give you extra writing space. And I've put 2 old recipe cards. These are from the 70s. I've got a whole bunch of those. I need to start using them up. So heaps of writing space. It's just a postcard with one of those fancy paper clips. It's blank on the back. This is a page out of these encyclopedias as well. I don't know if it's this particular one, but it's out of this same set. Some butterflies and moths. Really cute. And on the back, I've put some butterfly tags. Actually, I did a video on these as well. I'll put the link to that down below. Just a little pocket. This is an old diary that I found. Half of the diary has writing in it and the other half doesn't. It's June 1957. Look at the colour. I just love it. It was the perfect size for this journal as well. I think this was out of an engineering or physics book or something like that. Oh, workshop. May have been some sort of carpentry book. I'm not sure. I can't read it. I'm too blind today. We were swimming today and yeah. If you thought I was blind before, oh my gosh, you should see after I swim. Just a bit of stitch fabric. Some more dyed paper. This was some green dyed paper. I love how it came out. The patterns. It just came out so beautiful. Just got some little cutouts from a stamp catalogue there and little pin. Little gold pin with some beads. Hope you can see that. I can't see on my camera what you're looking at. And I've pinned that into a little bit of fabric there. Old computer paper. You know, the old computer paper that had the little sprockets on the side. The printers. The old dot matrix printers. these pages, they're huge, and they're all joined together. They're perforated, and you rip them apart. This little butterfly out of an encyclopedia or something. Coffee dyed papers. Oh, these were some heart coffee dyed papers. Actually, I did a video on this, but I didn't upload it. I can't remember why. I think I said something. I think I swore I said something dumb in the video, and I was going to cut it out, and then I just forgot about it. Anyway, I will show how I make these. They're really easy. I think they're really cute as well. That's just decorating with some brown paper bag. I just always like the look of that sewn over the edge of pages. Scrap fabric. Always trying to use up scrap fabric. See, these green dyed papers, this batch was really beautiful. Like, really nice. I've popped some aside. It's just a bit of fabric sewn on. I've popped some aside to make some little ocean journals. I love that old diary. 1957. They're kind of hard. Where I live, this sort of thing is really hard to find. Old notebooks and notepads and that sort of thing. It's a German dictionary. And it's just a little Australian butterfly stamp. I've just popped some more little ephemera in there. Just to give you more writing space. I've also done a video on how to fold these pockets. I'll put that in the comments box below as well. This was just a bit of selvage that was on my desk. So I've glued it on because it was cute. What have I got here? Look, I did this journal a while back and I've kind of forgotten what I've put in here. Okay. That's just a little scrap tag held on by another one of those paper clips. And I've got a giant journal card here. This was a whole bunch of I did like this whole bunch of collage cereal boxes ages ago. I think I might have been sick that day or something, or that week, and I was just sitting on the lounge gluing down little scraps, and anyway, I've chopped them up to make tags, some old postage stamps and some stamping. This folds out if you take the paper clip off, which I won't because I know I'll be all fingers trying to put it back on. All thumbs, I should say. This is this paper's some sort of, I don't know, architect's drawings or something. This is another page out of my junk paper roll. Just an old postage stamp. Just made a little journal card in there. This bird book, it's really beautiful. It's the other side of my junk paper roll. What have I put in here? Oh, this is some old receipts. I have no idea what it's for. Looks like maybe a restaurant or something. Anyway, extra writing space. I'll rip it up and use it in collages or something. This little page was out of this encyclopedia as well. You know, one of the little end pages. More German dictionary or encyclopedia. Another ruffle, and in this envelope, this is some fabric down the spine. What did I put in there? I can't remember. Oops. Oh, I've popped another postcard. I think this was sent to me in a Happy Mail as well. I can't recall who from though. But thank you, whoever it was. It's really pretty. Tie that back up. Okay. And that's it. These are my favourite type of journals. No theme. Lots of handmade ephemera. Blank pages for writing. Anyway, that's it. This little guy, he'll be in my Etsy shop. Link is in the description box below. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.